bring, and she constantly would give me a compliment, and then snatch it away. For example, she would be like, oh, I know you got a big meat, but it's not that big though. I've seen way bigger. Or she'd be like, yeah, you're 6 foot, you're kind of tall, but you're not that tall, you're short. She would do this constantly.
I mean, that's diabolical. You know, I just think you got a big meat. I see bigger. I see bigger as well. I see bigger as well, bruh. Man, I feel for Tbvnks, brother. You know what I'm saying? When you deal with your first evil light-skinned woman, I'm not even gonna lie, it's like dealing with a supernatural threat. You know what I'm saying? It's like dealing with like the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. Like, you don't even stand a chance type shit.
Tell you niggas something. If I'm in the interrogation room, my man has 7 minutes and 32 seconds to get to that interrogation room and tell them it was him.
All right, so this guy, this streamer, TikToker, Tbvnks, content creator, he blew up a couple of years ago on TikTok with the clip channels and stuff. He was doing the 2x speed, you know, meta glitch, whatever. And as someone who follows content, not closely, I don't really watch anybody on Twitch, like ever. You know, on TikTok, you could just be like, yeah, I'm interested. I might, you know, search up. You know, lo and behold, my man put us in content gold mine, man. So let's get into it.
Right after that, went to Miami. At that time, my ex, Cynthia, DMs Cameron. She started saying explicit things that weren't true, such as, ask Tamari how my taste.
Yeah, bro, that's insane commentary. That's genuinely insane. Ex say that to your new girl, not gonna lie, just by that sentence alone, and I know it's not his fault, but at the same time, bro, part of me believes that there is something you could have done, right? And so by her reaching out to your new girl like that, that's disrespectful for one, and for two, that probably could have been the end of things. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know, let's listen.
How loud he was things I don't really want to get into. She DM'd Cameron off the purpose.
Forgot to mention, so basically the ex that he's talking about is this girl named Cynthia, his ex, Cynthia. He used to have her on stream when he was first blowing up. It sounded like he was just kind of housing homegirl, you know, in-house buns, right? And so he would take the liberty to disrespect her on camera, but that was kind of like their thing. Like, she was disrespectful, he was disrespectful. They're weird, right? And so he was using that to clip farm certain moments, and it just didn't pan out very well. It's like, you need to understand that there's your workspace and then there's your relationship space, and he keeps trying to make them the same space.
When was the last time that you were an asshole? When's the last time you applied for your driver's license? So anyway, what I was saying was this. Last time that you had issues in there. When's the last time you went to a job interview? So anyway, what I was saying was this. When was the last time that you had a manager? Because I think you need one, because I don't know if it's working. When's the last time you had 100K reviews on TikTok without my face in it? So anyway, what I was saying was this. When's the last time that you weren't on my dick? Because you clearly are on it every day. When's the last time you spent over $1,000 in one day? So anyway, what I was saying was this. A lot of people have never done that because hold on, who in here has money? Who in here has bands? Who in here has ever spent a band in a day? Who in here has ever spent a band in a day? A lot of niggas in here with some money, right? The nigga saying me. Who in here has ever spent a lot of money? A lot of niggas saying me. You must be the only one. So anyway,
I had proof that things in those DMs and how the internet was going, that it was not true. Cameron's response is to continue to date me and to talk to me. I did not force her. I said, I understand how you feel. If you need to stop talking to me because of my past situation, I completely understand.
I think with that last statement, that should kind of tell you a gist of what you shouldn't be doing, right? If you are working, bro, do not bring homegirl to your job, right? Don't mess with women at your job. Don't confuse business and pleasure. And that's precisely what he ended up doing. You're sitting here putting these women in front of cameras, right? And they don't know how to act. They don't know how to move because they're not moving how you want to. Then you're using them for content. Bro, you kind of put yourself in this bind. I've never seen someone play themselves as much as I do.
I pull up to her crib with flowers, heart-shaped, $300 worth of flowers to apologize.
$300 worth of flowers? Bro, I'm not mad at that. Do whatever for your girl. I feel like as men, we're not really in tune with a certain women. And so when we're not emotionally in tune, we're out here physically trying to overcompensate by buying her these stupid expensive ass gifts. I've noticed that. And another thing too is the women know. They're like, bro, all you did was go to the store and pluck that shit off the shelf and give it to me. and called it a gift with no thought or feeling behind it. Women ain't stupid.
She had a homeboy staying with her in her crib when I pulled up with flowers. She has a whole homeboy on an air mattress in her crib for like 3 days. At this time, red flags are going off.
If I'm being honest, if you got a homeboy, let's say I'm dating someone, right? As a woman, of course, obviously. Say I'm dating a woman, you got a homeboy or a friend, a male friend, home skillet biscuit, whatever you want to call homie, bro, I would never take you seriously.
Telling me that, you know, if my homeboys want to come over and sleep over, my boyfriend has to deal with that. I just grew up with a lot of guys. This is something that he has to just understand. I grew up in a basketball family.
Yeah, twin. Yeah, twin. I ain't understanding the goddamn thing. I'm not understanding nothing. Nah, bro. I think a lot of us dudes, we got a thing with chasing women that really not our type or not moving how they want to move. They're just beautiful, bro. That should have been. I should have just been like, all right, well, you could be the side chick. You feel me? But I can't be you can't be my main chick with having dudes over here. You're out your damn mind.
She tells me that if me and my friend wanted to be on niggas, we would have just left the Airbnb with you and Will, and we would have just got a hotel because it was NBA Summer League. Why are you telling me this?
Mind you, everything was going good at this point. Nothing was bad. No arguments or anything. She's in every single one of my YouTube videos. I'm selling my Shelby GT350. Remember, I bought the M4. We go to a restaurant after I land back in LA. I see a hickey on her neck. I ask her, where the you get that hickey from? Because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't talk about on her phone, didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date, they ate food, she got kissed on, and that happened while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend.
And the shit I did was in the beginning before he even asked me out. It doesn't make it right, but like, what the fuck? And you try to use that and you dragged it on for 5 months, 6 months, and then you do that after I meet your family, after you be with mine. That's weird.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think what she said is key. It gives you a great insight on how light-skinned women operate. I'm trying to tell you, man. These, if you're biracial, if you're light-skinned, if you're racially ambiguous, if you know what you know, if you know who you are, you know that these women are evil. She just said, hey, all that he's talking about, yo, I did that before he asked me out. So I know it's not right, but when she said even I know it's not right, it's like, damn, so you even know you doing the man foul? Stop it. You know what's insane? The more I watch the clip, the more I realize she actually caught feelings for bro. That's the thing. With these evil light-skinned women, they'll wait until they're done doing you a certain way before they're like, oh, you have my heart, have my body.
I don't need you. I don't need your clout. I don't sell on the internet and take to live because I want followers. I'll take shit to live. Look, I'm at the hospital. I'll take shit to live to expose my truth. I don't need your money. I don't need your clout. I had that. It was cool and all, but nigga, I had that. I'm not your past. Look, I'm at the hospital. Literally.
I'm gonna just keep it at that. Wow, I don't understand why I even included this clip. She really wasn't saying anything. The only thing I got from this clip is like, bro, go drink some water. Like, yo, I'm in the hospital. Also, it is a tendency for women before they jump into a relationship to do the deed before they like, all right, let me take this dude seriously. The last 6 dudes that I was dealing with didn't, but I gave them all the same thing. Bro, Tbvnks was really in a bad spot. This man didn't know he was dealing with an Avengers level threat, right? He didn't know, because really in this situation, he's Hawkeye and this is Loki. He didn't know who he was dealing with, the deity. Bro, that's tough.
This shit is all over Twitter. This shit is all over TikTok. And this person only went on live to hurt my career. She has nothing for her to gain by telling her side of the story. You don't do YouTube. You don't stream. Your family's already taken care of. There's no reason for you to go on live and sit right there and say, I'm going to expose him other than to hurt me. And this is not the only time she's threatened to go on a video of her saying she's gonna go on the internet to expose me. Expose what? A story between us? No matter if I or you cheat, no matter what happened, these niggas don't need. Oh, this is between us. This is private. She knows about Fear Bucks. She knows about these people posting me saying I don't. She knows to come back on me. If I fall off tomorrow, if I get allegations on my name, she's still taken care of. Y'all have y'all life to go on. My life is. I lose my car. I lose my dog. I lose my apartment. I lose my brand deals. I go back to being life, and what the did she lose from this situation? Not anything. Y'all gonna find a new streamer to watch. In a year, no one's gonna say, yo, you good. Where are you going on TikTok for to even go on live for what? What are you doing that for? What story? What do people need to know something that happened between us privately? That has nothing to do with people. I was never gonna go in here and tell y'all any. This has nothing to do with y'all. Not a single fucking thing. This shit don't say Tbvnks and nobody else name. This is one person and one person only. No one else gets the right to take this. No one gets the right to take this. Not a single person, because you didn't build this. Like when my mom calls me and she can't pay her rent and I can't pay it no more because you decided to take that from me.
I do agree with him with this. She doesn't really have anything to truly gain. Because think about it, this is Zach LaVine's sister. She's already in a good spot, already taken care of. So I agree with him. He's like, yo, I don't see why you even go to the internet and trying to tell your side of the story. This internet thing is my job. This is what I have to do. I don't see how you could tell your part of the truth and it's gonna hinder me from taking care of what I need to take care of. But that's the issue that I've been saying this entire video, is that you understand the importance that this is your job. This is how you're going to continue to use an avenue of income. You know that, right? And yet you still had her on your stream. You just need to know better, bro. Don't put anything at risk for women, just especially a light-skinned woman, bro. Of this caliber, you don't got nothing submissive, my man. Clearly she talking about she seen bigger this and bigger that. You knew better, TV. I feel bad for him to a certain extent, because I understand when it is to be young and dumb and you're going into situations blindly, not prepared, or you don't know who you're dealing with or what you're dealing with. So I get that. But at the same time, you're a grown man. You make your own decisions. You do your own things, right? Even if that means having certain women come into your life and come into your workspace, it's a bit diabolical. But I don't know. I think Tbvnks is going to be fine. Hopefully he learns from the situation, betters himself. Sticks for certain women, you know, certain females that are going to do what you ask them to do, going to abide by what rules that you may or may not have, maybe respect your boundaries, respect your workspace. But he kind of said in one of the other clips I seen on TikTok, like, yo, look, she wouldn't even let me work, right? I had to keep dealing with her. She's getting ahead of your grind. She's getting in the way of your money, right? Of your clout, right? She already said she doesn't need those things precisely. Women might not necessarily need those things, but they can destroy whatever the things that you need. Hopefully, whoever's watching this and whoever is dealing with certain people, man, be smart and focus on your money. Much love, much respect. ICarryNeutron.